Hi guys, welcome back to the barn. It's a bit parky in here today. According to the thermometer, it's 4.3 degrees and all the tools are really cold. I did say I'd show you the contents of these boxes, which are both blade sharpeners. This is the Hongdui one, which I've had for about 3 weeks. I've not had a go with it yet. And this is the Enjoy Wood one, which I've probably had for about 3 months actually, and I've never got round to looking at it. Now, I've never owned one of these sharpeners before. I'm always used to just sharpening the tools by myself. Doesn't really mean I do a really good job of it, but years ago when we used to work in the joiner's shop, we used to have a sharpening station at the back of the workshop, and it acted a little bit like an office water cooler. That's where everybody would just go and hide out and sharpen the tools. In fact, there was a union rule. You was allowed to go away from your bench for about 7 minutes every day to go to the sharpening station and sharpen your tools up. So let's have a little look and see, first of all, how these compare. Now, there is another box to this one, but just after it got delivered here, it got bowed. And when I say bowed, I don't mean this kind of bowed. I mean this kind of bowed. Part of it's not in a box. There's a lot more to this one than there is to this one, and they're both roughly equally priced, so it'd be interested to see which one seems to do the job the best. So let's get a couple of tools. Let's get a chisel, get my block plane, let's get a chisel, an inch chisel or a 3/4 chisel, and we'll sharpen them and see which one I like the best, or indeed if I actually prefer this method of sharpening to just sharpening without them. Let's take my blade out, get a couple of chisels. There's my inch one, there's 1.25 inches. And my trusty oil stone. My grandfather made this for me years and years ago. Just a standard oil stone, two-sided, 2 different grit sizes. And I've used that all my life. Everything I've pretty much sharpened for the last 30 odd years, 40 odd years have all been done on this stone. And for oil, I just use anything that's to hand. This is a bit of a chainsaw oil. Now, one of the guys I used to work with, who was one of my mentors when I was an apprentice, picked my chisel up and say you can ride bare bottom to London on that. And he's probably correct for some of these. In fact, I might even call my thumbnail that in memory of my mentor, Frank. So basically, I would just get this. By the way, this has got 4, can't turn it over now because I've got screws in it. This has got 4 screws in it, and the tips just slightly poke through, so when you put it down on your bench it sticks. Cloth. Right, I've just taken one of Lynn's best pillowcases off the washing line. That's done it. That's sharp. So that's pretty sharp by hand. So let's have a look at these two. As I said, there was another part of this that got bowed. We've got a little depth stop, an Allen key and 4 screws. Now them 4 screws are so you can screw this thing down. And then in this box there is the actual sharpening jig, which is weighty. And there is a little device to work out the pitch of your, or the angle of your tool that you're going to sharpen. So for example, let's have a look. Chisel, it's not 15 degrees, not 20 degrees, 30 degrees, that looks about right. 35 is probably a bit too much, so I'm going to call that 30 degrees. Let's have a look. A bit better if you hold it up to the light so you can see the light coming through it. Somewhere between 25 and 30 degrees. Okay, so we'll call it 30 degrees. Now, when you look at the Hongdui one, which I have to say looks more impressively packaged, in here there is a few bits and pieces. Instead of that, it has, if I can open it with my cold hands, a little fidget spinner. Look at that. That's just worth the money on its own, isn't it? Just play with that all day. Which actually does the same thing. So that and that are the same thing in essence. So let's have a look. Did we say 30 degrees? 25, 30. It's nearer 30 than 25. As the optician says, number 1, number 2, or about the same. Okay, so we're going to go for 30 degrees. So you move this up and down. So 30 degrees there. Put your chisel in, run it up to that block and tighten that up. Really easy. Now the one thing that I think is not going to happen on here, these wheels are going to be too wide for the block. So you can take these out and reverse them. Hopefully you can reverse them and it still works. So, as I said, nothing fancy about my sharpening system. So I've not got a diamond block that's 5-inch wide. I'm going to have to take these out, if I can, with my cold hands. I said not insulating this wall would kick me in the backside. And today's the day as. See, this to me is where these things fall down. They're just way too faffy. I'd have sharpened everything I've got on my bench by the time I've built this up. Oh, you do have to change wheels round because of that. So you do have to change wheels round because if I don't, then you haven't got that groove to put your edge of your blade in. What a faff! What if the other one's going to be as faffy? I've got a feeling that when I put this together that way round, then it's going to be too narrow. Oh, I'd have been in the warm house if I'd have done it by hand. You're going to hit before. How the hell do you get that in there then? Oh, what a complete pain in the backside. Right, where's my wider chisel then? Do it with a wider one. Right, so we set up on the wider chisel. Are you there? There's Bo. Even you could do this, Bobo. Okay, so wipe it on a pillowcase. Let's put an edge on it. It's a bit of a bird on the back. It sharpened it well, and I'm not going to complain about the sharpness, I don't think. Okay. Now, with the weight of that, then I should be able to get my block plane in it. Plane irons, let's have a look. I'm going to go 30 degrees again, really, so let's have a look, see if I can get this in. This is probably the tool that I sharpen the most, my block plane. I mean, you will get a more consistent sharpen doing it like this. You just, if you're doing it without one of these, you just got to get that hand-eye coordination of what it feels like to sharpen. I won't tend to sharpen up and down the stone like this as well. I tend to sort of sharpen in a figure of 8 shape, which I couldn't do with this. Has that got a little bird on back? That's lovely and sharp. There's nothing wrong with the sharpness. I'm impressed with actually how good it does sharpen. I would say if you're going to buy yourself one of these, you probably need to buy a wider sharpening stone. Okay, right, that's sharp. My 1.25" chisel is sharp. Let's put that to one side. Works fine. For me, if I'm honest, just a bit too faffy to set up. Now this, this looks very Nice. Okay, that's how I do it. Just hold it up like that. So that looks... Actually, it looks like I've guessed that perfectly first time. Well, there must be a setup thing in here. Let's have a look. One of them. What looks like another brass knob on the end. Okay. Tiniest little Allen key you've ever seen. And this... Oh, broke it. Can't get it out of the box. As good as the box is, I can't get anything out of it. And this piece here, can't get it out of the box, guys. It's packaged that well, you can't get it out of the box. There we go. And I'm guessing, looking at this, this is the guide for to set your plane up. Have we got any instructions in this box? Because we seem to have a lot of parts. There's a setup. So I think this is the same. So I'm going to set this up, how we said at 35 again. Where does that fix then? How do we... That obviously goes over there. That goes on there. Ah, I see. I see. So that goes in there. Take that out of there. Let's undo that. Push that up to there, which is pretty much where I had it anyway. And tighten it up. Take that off. And roll it. What I can see, that's if you can see this, that the way that I've been using this sharpening stone over the years, it's actually sharp, touching there, and there's a low spot on the stone. The problem is it's sharpening the chisel slightly with a curve. It's putting an edge on it. Okay. I don't actually think that sharpened as well as that did. It might be just that my inch chisel actually is something you could ride bare bottom to London on. Oh, actually, a bit better now. Take the bird off the back. So this is the widest blade I have. Ooh, rinky dinky doo. It's a bit sharper than Ride to London on it, but you might get as far as Leicester, then you've got to get off. That's assuming you're a Bradfordian like me. Leicester's about halfway. See, that's just slightly wider than my stone. But I've managed for 35 years to sharpen this. Let's have a look, see what happens when I put this on here. Oh, we need to get his fidget spinner out for a 25er. 25. Okay, I like the adjustment on this better than that one. This bit that I'm doing now, setting the plane blade up, or setting the blade up in the jig, I think is better on that one, even though you've got more things kicking around the workshop. And I've put it upside down again. Hey, up, Gracie. Right, let's have a look what happens now then. Problem is, I've only going to ever use half of the stone. And I've still got the problem of my stone being slightly hollowed out in the middle. Hello, Bobo. That's quite sharp. So I've been filming this continuously for 32 minutes exactly now. So obviously I get sent these by Banggood with the aim of making a movie and selling these, and I get a little bit of a kickback. We all know how that works. Really struggling to draw a conclusion that's going to sell thousands of these, if I'm honest. Not that they ever do sell thousands. Because this one to me is a bit of a faff to set up, moving the rollers backwards and forwards depending on the width of your blade. That one is much more easier to use to actually sharpen the blade. But for actually setting the blade to the right angle and to the right distance from the face of these, that's easier to do. I like the little fidget spinner. It'd be nice if these things came with instructions, but they don't. And I try to make my videos by opening the box and my first impressions. And without instructions for either of these things, it's hard to know what some of these things do. So what do I tell you about these? If you're brand new to woodworking and you have concerns about sharpening your chisels or your planes, then the work, absolutely the work. You need, in my mind, to get yourself a wider sharpening stone than what I have. But bear in mind, for 20 years of my working life, I was a professional joiner, and that got me through. That stone there got me through without any of this kit. When you do something for 5-7 minutes every day for 20 years, you get quite good at it. And to just get my oil stone off the shelf, give it a rub up and then use it is fine for me. I wouldn't be spending, as I did, 30 minutes using that. So I find myself in a little dilemma here trying to say I recommend these to you. But if you're new to the hobby, then they're going to get your tool at the right angle. I think what you will do is that the more you do it with these tools, the more you'll get the feeling of what angle you need to use to sharpen with. And in time, you'll probably end up leaving this in the cupboard and sharpening by hand because you've just got the eye to the angle. If I had to pick one, I would pick the Hongdui one because I think, first of all, it looks better. But secondly, out of the box, if you're sharpening something up to, say, well, even a 2-inch plain blade, but certainly, in my experience, you're more likely to sharpen your 3/4 and your inch chisel than anything else, maybe your block plane, then I think out of the box this works better, quicker. There's a lot less faffing about. Changing the wheel from side to side, I think, is, for me, is just too much faff. And also, you've got a lot of bits of kit to kind of keep tabs on. And the fact that the Hongdui one comes in a little box and you can keep it in there. Slightly different conclusion to most things. There's nothing wrong with the tool. Personally, I just wouldn't use it. I can't think of when I would use it. Get a larger one than usually the diamond ones are probably about 3-inch wide, whether this is 2-inch wide. Right, that's my conclusion. Take from it what you will, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. See ya, bye.